Last year we had the surprising 1-2 punch of Smile and Barbarian hit the theaters very close to each other. This year, something very similar. Only one of the movies that came out was only in the theaters for a few days and now is available for streaming. So that first movie is Talk to Me, and the other one, welcome to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional. And this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I'm accompanied by my wife Jenn, also from Nerdbox. And on this episode, we are talking about Cobweb. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
This is Brian O'Halloran, and you're watching the Popcorn Confessional on the Nerdbox. Sounds like a porn site.
8-year-old Peter is plagued by a mysterious, constant noise from inside his bedroom wall, a tapping that his parents insist is his imagination. As his fear intensifies, he starts to believe that his parents are hiding a terrible and dangerous secret.
Cobweb was out in theaters for I think maybe 4 days, 5 days, with very little to practically no publicity, because I didn't see anything about this movie being released in theaters. I was just looking for our normal run of movies that we were going to check out at one of the 2 theaters that we go to.
Yeah, it was at the Cinemark by us. The Regal didn't have it. No shocker there. So it was at the Cinemark, and I don't even think it was 4 or 5 days. I think it was only a couple of days.
Could have been.
It was a very limited release.
Yeah, this movie stars
Lizzie Kaplan. A lot of people know her from many different things. I know her most notably from Hot Tub Time Machine. She was the woman that John Cusack met. Her husband, Mark, is played by Anthony Starr, who most people know from The Boys. He's Homelander. And then there's Woody Norman, plays the little kid, and he was in Come On, Come On with Joaquin Phoenix as Peter, his nephew.
Yes, and he was also in The Last Voyage of Demeter.
Yeah, we just saw that, and he was in it.
Yeah, now Cobweb is a spooky, supernatural-like horror movie. Has a lot of really good story built up, and Woody Norman, if you haven't seen Come On, Come On, he's a very talented young actor.
He is.
He can carry the film on his own, and he did that.
Yeah.
Now, there's something strange about his parents. They are a little different.
Eccentric. We'll say eccentric.
Yes, in a dark way.
Yeah.
So there's things that go bump in the night, and the kid hears it, and he tells his parents, and they're like, no, well, not really. You know, typically like you would see in some horror movies that have come out, like Boogeyman and other ones, only they do it in a weird way. It's like they're uncomfortable in their own skin when they're talking about the noises that are coming from inside the walls of the house.
Yeah, and there's some history as far as the neighborhood they live in. They don't allow the child to go trick-or-treating because of a girl that was kidnapped just down the block from them. The weird part is they don't want to go trick-or-treating, right? But they have like a whole pumpkin patch in their backyard.
Yes, yeah, that's another little weird thing about the movie.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the perfect setup. The parents are weird in a strange, odd way, because you're just watching. It's like, there's something off about them, but you don't know what it is. And then you see the pumpkin patch in the yard, and then the little kid, he's drawing like we see in most paranormal movies. The little kid is drawing in school, and the teacher's like, oh, that doesn't seem right. So teacher in the school gets involved. She was overstepping her bounds. She actually kind of annoyed me in the film.
Yeah, well, and remember, she did get in trouble for that, though, too. Because the principal was like, like, you're a substitute. Like, what are you doing? Like, she showed up at their house. He's like, did you really go to their house? Like, why are you doing that? So, yeah, as a substitute teacher, I don't know why she felt compelled to get so close and involved with this kid.
This is a turn off the lights, watch in a dark movie, because there are the scratches in the wall, there's the whispers in the house, and there's like that paranormal element. Is it a ghost? Is there something actually in the walls? This all kind of plays out throughout the entire movie. And there are some very good jump scares in it, but I think the movie, for me, kind of loses steam a little bit towards the end, because some things didn't make sense. And when you watch the movie, at the ending, you'll kind of say like, wait a minute, we got this going on? There's some punk kids that do some things in the movie that are like, who does that? Nobody does that.
Yeah.
That's just far-fetched. It's a
Yeah.
little too far-fetched for me. That kind of took me a little bit out of the movie.
Yeah.
So what do you rate this one?
I think because of the ending itself, I wasn't thrilled with the ending, and I wasn't thrilled with the bully scene. So I think that I'd watch it again if it were on TV, or I might put it on.
Yeah, I had to digest this one after seeing it in the theaters because it's not something that I would go see in the theaters again. A lot of people are raving like this is really scary and it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
It has some good scares in it.
It does.
But I don't think I would buy it. Again, I'm with you. If it was on TV, I watch it again. This, in fact, is not something that I would say, hey, let's get our girls to sit down and watch it because it's going to scare the hell out of them. I think they like it, but they probably like it a little bit more than us, honestly.
I think they would, so I think you're wrong in that. I think they should probably sit down and watch it because it's going to be another night of laughing at Sophia while she watches it with a blanket over her head. Because you know how she is with the jump scares.
Yeah.
They get her. So
Yeah. So if you have a little scaredy cat, then this is what it's
Yeah.
probably going to be good for.
I think Kira would probably think it was boring because not a lot of things scare her and it doesn't involve blood, so she wouldn't be like terrified. So yeah. But I think Sophia would be scared.
Yeah, then I'll scratch on a wall at night.
He's a terrible person.
Anyway, there's a couple things that you need to do.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes, please do, because every little like and comment helps broaden the audience, and we appreciate you stopping by to watch it, so share us out with other people.
Yes.
Anyway, until the next, see ya.